You're muted, Miss Deanna.
Relax. Well, let's try this again. Hello, everyone. Happy Tuesday. And we definitely appreciate you all joining us today. Welcome to the guest. And what I was saying was, while I was on mute, is that welcome to our investment lifestyle. There's some information that you will get today that you might have heard before. You might have heard it in a different way, and you also might have never heard it before. But either way, I want you to take out a piece of paper and a pen, and that way you'll be able to not only enjoy this conversation, but you'll also be able to write down any questions that you may have, anything that stuck out to you, and you'll be able to remember it at the end. So please do that, and also make sure that your mics stay on mute unless you are asked to unmute them. Now, without further ado, I'm going to introduce to you our speaker, our hostess with the mostest for the evening, Coach Lee. I affectionately call her my Lily, or Lovely, because she just has an amazing spirit. She is just, you have a person who just wants everybody to succeed in life, and she is that person. And she really takes your success seriously. Not only does she take your success seriously, but she definitely takes her seriously as well. You will hear her background a little bit, but just let me tell you, she is a mother of 4 and a wife. So if you have any children on the line, you know that that is a busy lifestyle already. And so when you involve this investment lifestyle, you have to look at the background. So she has a background in finances. She also had a salon. So not only was she a business owner, but she has knowledge of this investment lifestyle prior to joining our tribe. But without any further ado, I'm going to bring to you our Coach Lee.
Thank you so much, Miss Deanna.
Thank you.
And I appreciate you being on the line and introducing me. I'm actually going to do this makeshift so I can be present with you in the room at the time. We are doing double duty. We are on Zoom and we have a room full of people. So, okay. Just have to turn it off. Yeah, I was gonna get the opportunity to see me, but okay. She can do that. So yeah, y'all. I absolutely, all she said is true, and I enjoy what I do. It's not something that I do, it's really a part of who I am. And I'm at 44 years of life. I am fully walking my purpose. I'm fully walking with my most authentic self, unapologetically. And I get to do this day every day. And I know that is faith in my life, right? So that is why we actually got making it with others. So that's why we're here in the room. That is why we're here on the Zoom. And that's why as I'm going about daily life, my ears are peaked to conversations that are happening. Because you're gonna hear me say a lot. We are the solution. What we have, so many people need. And so you just see that tonight as we go through this. Let me click on this so I can reconnect that. There we go. But before we start out, always full transparency. Results are not guaranteed. But tell me what is guaranteed. Is anything in life guaranteed? It's no different here. right? She just told you my background, finances, my background in accounting and business management. I am a master cosmetologist. So when I say those things are down, if I'm not actively pursuing those areas, absolutely not. So it's the same way here. If you're not actively in pursuit of it, it's different for everybody. Some people full time, hours, some maybe make it work. But if you're not, you can't get the results. It's just not gonna happen. You might have to stay up here, Miss Keisha. This doesn't say naked. Okay, here we go. But what we're gonna show you how to do on tonight, how to make money, how to multiply your money, and how to invest your money, right? We've mastered making the money. The only thing is, a lot of times when people are making the money, they're trading their time for money, right? And how do I know that to be true? Because of this right here. This is the cash flow quadrant. And on this, it was made popular by Robert Kiyosaki. And on this cash flow quadrant, it shows the 4 different ways that people can earn income. 95% of people, however, are on this left-hand side. Look at that. They're employees or they're self-employed, right? Because we were taught to do what? School. Right? How's that working out for people right now? And I'm not knocking it because the majority of the people who are partnered with us, who are students here, that's absolutely what they do. They are working full-time jobs. Some people are just fully working in their purpose with their jobs. But for me, I was going in. This is when I was in this is not what I want. And this is before I was married, had kids, and anything. I just knew then that didn't feel like freedom to me, right? Even though it was prestigious and nobody really agreed with what I was doing at the time. But I had to do what felt right for my spirit. And my way of freedom was being self-employed. That's when I transitioned into the cosmetology industry. Now, and I still made pretty great income, but I still had to be present. If I wasn't behind that chair, I wasn't gaining the income, right? And I crammed everybody into 3 days a week. So I had the flexibility of being off, but I still knew as I had children, I wanted to be a very present mother in all of their activities. And I wasn't going to be able to do that the way I was working. So I transitioned over to the right side of this cash flow quadrant. Now look at that. It's only 5% of the population. But guess what? They are tapping into 95% of the wealth. I didn't say in the first half, the 95% of the population is over here trading their time for money, tapping into 5% of them. But we keep passing it down. We like in the hopes that, okay, it's gonna work for you. And then, okay, it's gonna work for you. No, it's not. It's not working. And so what we're here to cause a conscious interrupt. I want to disrupt your thinking, right? And nothing against you. It had to be done to me. Because your best thoughts have gotten you where you are in life. And so here we focus on mind, body, spirit, and living legacy, right? Because if you stretch that mind, then guess what? You can have different actions. And it's actually, what is it? About 90 to 95% of your thoughts are recycled. You're thinking the same thoughts that you thought yesterday. So what you're going to keep getting the same results unless you actively do something different. So we're going to show you how you can tap into the ability to make passive income from your phone. Do you understand that? We have gentlemen who have made 6 to 7 figures residually, passively. They weren't showing up for it. They didn't have to come and they don't have to ask for time off. But what they had the courage to do is what you see right here. People who succeed at the highest level, they're not lucky. They're doing something differently than everyone else. But when you step out and do something differently than everyone else, criticism comes with it. I'm gonna tell you that right now because people don't understand it. Oh, is it one of those things? Yeah, that's one of those things where I'm tapping into my freedom. It's one of those things where I'm walking as my authentic self. It's one of those things where people are coming in here and they are making money that they've never made before in other projects. People are seeing freedom. It's one of those things. And these are the gentlemen that I'm referring to. So you have Mr. David Hilton, who I am directly connected to, right? He is the reason that most of us in the room, he's the reason that most of us are on the Zoom. He is actually the visionary and the leader of the tribe that we're connected to. And that is his philosophy of build the person, enhance the life. And in turn, you're going to naturally build the business. You're not just a number here, right? Does your CEO know how many kids that you have? The number of pets? Do they even care about that? We authentically build relationships here, right? And that's, he taught us all the principles and everything that we're working towards and getting better every single day is because of him. Now, he is directly connected to Mr. Edwin Haynes, who is the president of the platform that we're connected to, Economy, who is directly connected to Mr. Hassan Mahmoud, who is the CEO. So do you see the lineage of people that we're connected to? Yes, they had to go through ebbs and flows in life, but that's even more reason to be connected with these gentlemen, because when you're going through an ebb or flow, they can give you the right book, they can give you the solution, right? They didn't whine and complain and sit to the side. They pressed through to the other side. And that's why people clap for champions, because champions are willing to do what other people are not. It takes a mental fortitude, it takes resilience, it takes perseverance in order to press through. And then I know personally that he's connected to his creator. It's his creator, and then his purpose, and then everything else. And that's why I can rock with him, because I know he's getting a direct download that he's going to have a solution for me. And then it resonates with my own spirit because I'm connected to the creator as well. So y'all, this is all of what we're doing here. I know you thought it was just going to be about finance, but we talk about you because you're the greatest, right?
Right.
Then the finances I added on to that. So you're going to be able to tap into time freedom and financial freedom. You don't have to pick and choose. You can have it your way. You can have it all. You can multiply your money. And we're doing that because we're tapping into the world's largest financial market, which is the cryptocurrency market, the stock options, stocks, but we're going to be focusing on stock options, and then the foreign exchange market. Now, I know for some people in the room and on the Zoom, they might have made you a little uncomfortable when I just brought up those different industries, right? Because it's so much, it's a lot of negativity, it's a lot of positivity, it's a lot of misinformation that is out there when you bring up those different industries. But I'm going to simplify something made real plain and easy. What is Forex? It's the exchange between two different currency pairs. Has anybody traveled internationally in the room?
No.
Okay, you travel internationally, right? So when you travel internationally and you go to the exchange place and you give them the US dollar, right? They're going to give you whatever currency is prevalent in their country. You can see that's what I was actually doing right here. I was in Mexico. I gave them my US dollar, and then they gave me the Mexican pesos. Now, for every dollar that I gave them, they gave me about $17 in the Mexican peso. So with the fluctuations of currency rates, that's how we're able to make profits. I just don't have to travel the world to do it. I can tap into the Japanese yen. I can tap into the Great Britain pound anywhere in this world. And I'm doing it right from my phone. I'm doing it right from my laptop, right? And we're learning how to read charts. Can you make money? Yep. I want y'all to read it. What does it say? In 2022, a successful novice can earn around $100 a day. It might not sound like a lot. Would you like just think about if you're doing this from your phone now, you're already at your full-time job. You're getting a trade idea that's sent to your phone. You don't even have to really understand it yet. You're just taking the trade idea that they're giving you. Somebody that has had 10, 20, 30 years of experience in trading. You're getting ideas from them. We're going to show you how you can place it in a simple system. Then once you do, you have the ability to profit. That is how we're doing it. That is the Forex system, right? Now we're going to go briefly into stock options, which is one of my newfound loves. Because I told you, I have a background in finances. So I was sitting down with people, I was looking at their retirement portfolio, how they were diversified based upon their age, right? And I was telling people 12% a year was great. I didn't know no better. It was amazing, right? Because we're looking at the rule of 72 and how often it takes your money to double. So that's a great rate of return. I didn't know anything about stock options. And with stocks, you're actually limited because you are prosperous, you're doing well, you're in a great mood if the market is going up. What happens if the market goes down? People are in their feelings, and a lot of times people actually, they close out and they pull out of the market prematurely when they don't know that it's an unrealized loss as long as you leave it in. But the moment that you take it out, you actually, boom, you're accepting that loss. So they pull out because they're scared. But we have a solution for that. So with stock options, just like Forex, you have the ability to make money when the market is going up or down because you can buy or you can sell, right? And so with stock options, we're actually are going to borrow the shares of stock. We're not going to purchase it. We're not going to take ownership. So look at Tesla, right? Let's just say hypothetically that this was the price, $247. 100 shares will cost you over $24,000. Okay, exactly. Most people don't have $500 sitting in their savings account. How are they gonna tap into that? Okay, so let's look at this. If you were able to tap into stock options, you can get that at a discounted price. You can borrow those shares for a specified period of time. Now you can get them at $5.50 a share versus $247. So now if you purchase 100 shares or borrowed or purchase 100 shares, $550 versus over $24,000. That's the power in stock options. Now, I want you to see this. I don't know how well you can see this in the room, so I'm going to zoom in really quickly. These are some of our trade stats from our educator, and I want you to look at this. So you see Tesla at the top. You invested $161. Your profit was $571. Pretty good, right? Let's keep going. SPY, $170. Your profit was $848. Now, mind you, the educator is giving you, again, these trade ideas and the numbers to look at in order to place this trade. This is what she's doing. You put in $170 and your return is $848. I want you to think what you just spent over $100 on in the last month. Because we spend frivolously, right? But I don't know why people, or when it comes to something like this, people pause and they get hesitant and they don't even know what they spent the last $200 on.
Right.
But then you come over here and I show you how you can flip your 200. Let's look at this right here. I want y'all to see this. You see QQQ in the middle, $76, and they made $947 from that. This is not even including the Forex. Now, what if you didn't even have to come out of your pocket to invest in this? What if you take the money that you're making from the charts in Forex, that profit now you're taking and you put it into the stock options, you're taking that money and you see how I said, we're not going to show you how to make money. We're going to show you how you can multiply and how you can invest your money, and you're doing it right from your phone. The educators are giving you the trade ideas. You have a whole tribe of people around you who are going to make sure, as long as you're open and you're willing, that you get it. Nobody is going to be left behind in this. And then look at this, y'all. This is from one of the channels that we have. So we have a Telegram group where all the trade ideas come out at, right? This is from the educator. You see that where it says that a beginner earnings can be an additional $25,000 to $50,000 for no prior knowledge. I had no prior knowledge in stock options before I started. In experience, as you gain momentum, start to understand more, 75 to 150,000 part-time. Yeah. You're not going to another job. Most people now, 2, 3, 4 jobs. That's right. Just to, and that's not even living lavishly. That's the sad thing, right? Now we also have cryptocurrency. This is our digital currency. And man, it's so many different emotions. If you look at Bitcoin right now and how it's been moving, a lot of people, it's like, was it double Dutch? Like they hopping in, they get in, and then if it takes a dip, man, I knew it was a scam, it don't work. No, you got in because of fear of missing out. You didn't know why you were doing what you were doing, right? But here you're going to learn the knowledge behind it, not just with Bitcoin, not with just Ethereum, but all the altcoins underneath them, right? That's really supporting it. That's the power in that. Can you get rich? Right here, I'm Googling for y'all, so y'all don't have to leave here. Let me pray about it. Now, look, here's the info right here for you. The truth is that you can get rich by investing in crypto. But look, what does it say? Making money in crypto is the same as making money with any type of investment. To become rich, you have to do your research, work a financial advisor, follow specific markets. Guess what? We have the educators that's doing that for you. They have knowledge in this. Again, you're going to get trade ideas that are sent to you, and you have this tribe that you can collaborate with. Analysts estimate that the global cryptocurrency market will more than triple by 2030. Ask me how I know. Because I had Bitcoin when the price was around 30,000, y'all. And it made a little bit, but I didn't have this. I didn't have the knowledge behind it, right? So I'm like, I put it out. Where's the price of Bitcoin now? I had it when it was at 30, and I'm like, don't be me. Don't be me. I'm telling everybody, don't do that, right? Now what they call, I have diamond hands. That's like when I know what I know that I know, and no matter the fluctuations in the market, I'm holding and I'm not letting go. Not only with Bitcoin, but now I have Shiba Inu, and I have, look, I'm getting ahead of myself. I have all of these other coins that I don't even know the names of yet, but I'm profiting from them, right? That's the key thing, that it's working. And so after me saying all of that, you might feel like her. Like, this is too much. It sounds good, but a lot of people like, will it work for me? Also, what trips up a lot of us is because we have been taught in our subconscious mind, in our wealth files, that if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. This doesn't resonate. And I know because 95%, again, of the population, they trade their time for money. So as I'm giving you the solution, the things that you've been praying for, you're in your closet, the things you've been searching out, you're rejecting it subconsciously. You don't even know it because it doesn't line out with what you have been taught is the viable way to earn income. For 5% of the population, they're tapping into that. They're in 1% now are investors, 4% are business owners. They're having their money to go to work for them instead of them going to work for them. They are mastering money. Most people, money is their master. Most people are not looking to even thrive. They're looking to survive. They're looking to pay bills. And so what you're looking for, that's what you're going to find. If you're only looking to pay bills, that's all you're going to be able to do. If you're looking to thrive, if you're looking for abundance, if you're looking for overflow, that's what you're going to attract. So we're going to stretch you in all type of ways here, and your mind and your body, your spirit, for your living legacy, not just to leave it on for somebody else. I have 4 children. I want to live a good life with them right now, not just when I pass away, right? And guess what? I'm teaching them this. They have a demo account. They're getting the trade ideas. When those trade ideas come out, we have a family chat. Boom, I put them in a family chat. They are copying and placing, and they are doing this. So now how do you think they're impacted at 8, 9, 11, and 13? They're not just thinking to take the route that I went. They don't even have to go through that process, right? I'm teaching them now. So what if you could turn your learning curve into your earning curve? That's what it looks like to copy and place. You see these numbers right here? It comes out in the Telegram chat. You're going to take this right here. It's a sale. Mind you, that means the market is going down. You see me putting in the numbers right over here, right? So they tell me to put in the sell. I'm putting in the stop loss right there. I'm putting in the take profit right there. These are not my own numbers. I'm getting these from the educators. After I do that, I hit sit. I'm done. That's it. That's all. That's the simplicity. And y'all, it's not too good to be true. It's working. I promise y'all. I'm gonna show you a live video if it'll play. We were sitting together here in Louisville. A trade idea had just came out, and then we have put it into the market. Those are some of the profits.
So we just got in the trade, right? We're in training. We started out in just minutes. It hopped up to $34.34. So we're just showing the investment lifestyle and how you literally can come on here and learn how to make money from your phone. You see these numbers going? Now, if the market starts going in the opposite direction, guess what? The same way you just made that money, you can incur a lesson. Complete transparency. But we are showing you, we're not just rolling the dice. We're learning the skills, and we're learning different indicators of why we should take the trade that we are taking. So in a matter of minutes, you see it just topped again from $39 to now $55. Y'all, this is what we do. This is what I'm showing you all. The benefits of the investment lifestyle.
Wow.
And what makes a determining factor of how much you profit is just the lifestyle. So the same way we made $50, I could just increase my lot size, have the exact same trade. That could be $500. That could be $5,000. So it just depending on the person's account size and then the lot size that they're working with. And here's actually, I'm gonna go back. Here's this is some of the tribe members and some of the profits that they are making, right? So you see $4, you see all of that, you see there's a lesson right there, right? People are still learning. Look at this. See this right here? People, this is their journey. Do you think if they just made $26 from their phone? I remember when I first made 9 cents, I was like, hey, whoa, wait a minute, like I'm on to something. And then you start growing. Can you imagine I'm out with my daughter? They talked about making $100 a day. I remember I had actually just got off the phone with you. I was like, I'm getting ready to go into the zoo with Alani. And then I saw a trade idea had came out. I was like, hold on, wait a minute. I was like, did you see it? They just put a trade idea out for gold. I hopped in real quick before I went into the zoo. I'm in the bird exhibit. I'm paid for. Alani and her little friends were with me. They flying on us. I'm checking the charts. I actually hopped in to scalp a little bit. By the time I left out, I was like, what? I have made 3 figures from my phone while I'm enjoying my daughter. How many mothers would love to have what we have? I can't keep quiet because I know I have the solution. Guess what? We have somebody else in the room that's tapping into a solution. Miss Lakeisha, come on up. So it's not going to be just me. It's going to be other people in the room that you'll hear from. This is Miss Lakeisha. She is the head basketball coach for the women at Harrisburg, yes. Oh, Harrisburg. Thank you. There you go. So with that being said, though, Miss Lakeisha, you thinking, okay, she's a coach. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then your schedule that you have, why do you even see that? Why do you take the time to even be a part of this? Why do you take the time to, because you're studying for yourself, you're learning the skill, right? We were all just on a Zoom the other night, making sure everybody's skills is proficient, but you're also taking the trade ideas.
Right.
Why even tap into something?
Well, first of all, thanks for having me up here.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mr. G, for the platform, for sure. As always, the reason I choose to do it and be a part of it is because simply with all of my jobs, I have a lot of man hours that I have to put in to gain my income. And so, especially as a basketball coach, it's a thankless job. You work more hours than you actually get paid for generally. And so therefore, I needed something that didn't take as many man hours, didn't take as long to actually gain income. And so that's where I saw the value in it, as well as the mind, body, spirit part of it, just because as a coach, I didn't realize how uncoachable I can be at times. And so Coach Lee and Mr. G have really been working with me on being more coachable and continue to be coachable so that I can grow and learn. It's only helped me to get better with coaching myself and getting their mindsets right. So that's where I found the value at and why I continue.
So why are you present? Because you could really just stay in Harrisburg. You actually, you had to interview for assistant coaches today. So you were in Louisville, then you drove back to Harrisburg, and then you came back tonight to be present here. So it's no excuses. So why do you even see value in being present and continue to show?
Well, that's the main thing. Like I explained to a lot of people that I talk to, besides just the girls that I coach, but the people that I personal train, is sometimes the biggest thing is just showing up. Like you got to put yourself in the place, in the position to receive the blessing, to receive the knowledge, the wisdom, whatever the case may be. And so sometimes you just never know who you may come across or who you may be able to impact. Maybe I come to the meetings and I can impact somebody in a different way than you or one of the other ladies in the tribe or men in the tribe. And so that's why I feel like it's important to continue to show up, just because sometimes that's where your blessing comes from if you're just not showing up. So
hey, I love it. Thank you, Miss Lakeisha. You know, yeah, y'all give it up for y'all got me shy. Yeah, this is who now we lead with us, with the tribe, right? Because we are going to be the ones that you're making the phone calls to. We're going to be the ones that, as you're getting all the knowledge and the trade ideas, if something is off, if it's not just clicking, right? We're gonna be the ones that's gonna help you out and making sure you're good, but this is a platform that we're connected to. And I can jig with this platform because of what they're focused on. It aligns with me and my spirit. Life's elevated. How many people are living an elevated life right now? Not most, right? And it says your access to the right leadership, we've exhibited that, technology, strategies to help you design the life that you want. And I would say on Facebook, create your life by design, not by default. Most people right now, they're creating their life by default. And this is what it looks like. They have less than $500 in their savings account. They don't know what to do because everything is going up except for their paycheck, right? Inflation, woo, like now it's planting season and I love flowers, but the same flowers I was able to purchase last year, I was like, and y'all, I don't look at prices most time. I know I should, like gas prices and stuff. People like, did you see the price of gas? I'm like, no, I didn't. I got it right anyway. I'm looking at the price of gas. But when it comes to flowers, I was like, are you serious? This same flower is 25. Like, that's my thing. So I noticed that. What do you notice that has just gone up ridiculously? How are people, they're looking to just keep pace, let alone have enough to like overcome that. That's why we're necessary. And then look at this now. Y'all see that? That's the new middle class. 373,000 plus is the new middle class. What is your annual income and where do you fall in line? You ain't got to raise no hands. You can just say that to yourself. That's a wake-up call. What's your solution? That's why we're here. We're utilizing these services to tap into those three financial markets that I was talking about. We have the ECA, which is our academy. You can go in and be a student. So you have on-demand videos. That's what you see right here. You can learn at your own pace. We have the live classes with the educators. This is actually the schedule right here. So you can go in and they have a month out. You can click on what the schedule is going to be like, see how you can be present. And then if you're not, boom, go to the videos. It's okay. A lot of times I'm hopping on the classes, but then I'm also going back my hours. I'm normally looking at the videos about 3 or 4 o'clock. That's my hours. I don't know what your hours will be, but you can personalize it to make this work for you, right? That is our ECA. Then we have our Solex. We transition to Solex. That's actually an app on your phone where you can really streamline it. You can personalize what channels you want to hear from, because we have, I was going to pull up my Telegram, but we have so many different Telegram groups where you can get trade ideas from. So, I mean, we have the Monara, we have the Eminence, we have the stock options, we have the Eminence US 30, we have the Monara trade ideas and training. It's so much back there. So if you don't want just like gold and you want the regular currency pairs, again, you'll be able to personalize that. And that's what that's going to be. Then with our AI bot that's called Monara, that helps to give you, it's like a sniper. Once you learn how you like to trade, the patterns that you like to see, the time frames that you like to trade on, you're going to put all of that inside Monara. And then it's going to scan the market. And it's going to give you the best trade idea for that personalized settings that you have given it, right? And then what it also does is it helps to take your emotions out. Because a lot of times with trading, people are emotional. And I've heard people who's made 6 figures say, I don't know why, when I'm in a $10 lessons on the chart, it just feels, and it does. Like you could see 5 cents in red and you're like, oh my God, like, and that's in the beginning. It was like it's 5 cents. But here it hits a little different. So to help overcome that, they have that bot, and a lot of people trust in getting trade ideas from the bot as well as the educators. Now, this was actually my own personal chart. This was the Monara trade idea that actually came out for those who are on Zoom. The Monara trade ideas at the top. That's my personal chart at the bottom. Do you see? It gave me, this is where it said to enter. Now, this is actually a sale. You see that red candle? So when the market was going down, that's when I was making my money. This, if it would have reversed and went up and hit the stop loss at the top, I actually would have lost money. We call it a lesson. But it went down. I want you to see, do you see right here? That's my stop loss. Here's my take profit. That candlestick, it came down. After it hit, it popped back up. But that line is actually where the market went to. It did exactly what it said He was gonna do it. And I placed that trade. I think it took maybe about a day to hit. I didn't even have to think about it. I opened it up and I had profit right from my phone in real time. And we get a scoreboard week after week after week of the trade ideas that they put out and actually the results that they had. So last week, we had an 87% success rate. So again, we're getting our wins. There's some lessons in there. As long as you have proper risk management, you're not over leveraging. Yeah, you're gonna get some lessons in there, but overall, I'm gaining, I'm profiting. We making this money. Now, these are some add-on services. Everything, y'all, everything that I talked to you about so far is included. It's included in your package, right? And I'm gonna tell you, the package, I'm gonna tell you right now, the package is $149. Is that investment worth what I've just shown you so far? I've showed you how they've taken $76 and made over 800. So you get your investment back. Plus, there is a monthly subscription for your education, $99 every 4 weeks. This is very doable, right? Plutus, it's an add-on service. It's an additional $25. I do have Plutus and it's working for me. I actually was on a live class today. So with Plutus, it's more of your faster moving pairs, like your gold, your indices. What else is in there? Japanese 225, US oil, US 30, NAS 100, SPX 500. They're more volatile, they're faster moving, but they have higher profits as well. And so you get to get, it's what, about 9:20 this morning, you get on with the educator, they're telling you exactly where to hop in, where your take profits are, right? Where to put your stop loss. And when I tell you, it's not just one take profit, it was 4 different take profits that hit today. Who was in the trade? I was me. I was in that trade. So I'm happy with Plutus. The $25 investment. Guess what? Just from today alone, it covers that. So that's what we're doing. And then we have the binary options. We have a young lady in the tribe, Miss Kimaya. She is doing the binary option. I haven't tapped into the binary options yet. With the binary options, it's really all or nothing. So you are looking at the analysis and see whether the market is going to be a buy or a sell, right? Either one or the other. Either you win or select. But look at that though. With that being said, there's the scoreboard. 61 wins, 13 losses. Lessons. 1 was break even. Overall, we're doing pretty good, right? It's in black and white. Now, I want you to see this right here. The live trading, look at that, 640 pips. It is 100% success rate with the live trading class. This right here, it was over 5,000 pips. Now, at the lowest lot size, that would equal out 0.01 is like 10 cents a pip. So that would be around $500 at the lowest lot size. If you're at a standard, which is $1 a pip, that would be $5,000. This would be $640. Again, the investment is $149. $99 a month. This is just from these two right here. We're profiting, right? DeFiverse. DeFiverse is where you're gonna take that deep dive into crypto. This is an additional, or you can have the DeFiverse as a standalone by itself. Now, I'm gonna move myself out of the way because actually we have our leader, our visionary. I call him Sir G3, right? Because he is a guide for me in all aspects of life. He's a guru, not because he calls himself that, but from experience. And I say that he is guilty in bringing out the champion in everybody who allows him to. He's mastering his DeFiverse and his crypto thing. So, Mr. Guilty in from Chicago, y'all. Y'all gotta give it up. There you go. It's perfect. For
Working
you.
on your moving
I
again.
know.
I see where
Have
the
to get
kids get it
better.
from.
Ooh.
How's everybody, man?
Great.
And it's good to be here, first of all. When I think about we're pre-launching and rebirthing Louisville and this whole team, the US. And I want you to think about from the point jump into this because I'm very thankful because it came out of a comfort zone. Like this is my week for my son. So I usually, the So it's him and I, he work, come home, he be playing basketball, or we're watching it's playoff season. So he's an athlete, so we have our time. So anytime I take away from him, that's our time. Luckily, he went to get his hair done because his birthday is actually tomorrow. He'll be 17 tomorrow. And so y'all talk about that 17. Right, Nayland. So he went back to the other side of town to get his hair done. So I was like, boom. I talked to one of my special people here that he was gonna be in town too. So I made a move because I'm getting out of my comfort zone because we're meeting in a little room like this. And we're rebirthing and relaunching. And I want you to think about something. Do you remember where Amazon was birthed? In the garage. They have meetings right now where everybody's having a good time and partying, and we're educating versus entertaining ourselves. Now we can entertain ourselves after this, which is fine. But when you have meetings like this, everybody, and we're just launching in the US. See, over in other countries, they've been launching and they've been in this economy business for over like 2 to 3 years. They're just not starting to launch in the US. And so DeFi verse cryptocurrency is not new. All right. But in most communities, it's the devil. Okay, let's just get out. Most people are scared of that. Most people are scared of when you talk about trading stocks, they're talking about what they got from their company. Yeah. They don't know that you have options, even with your stock, how to buy them. Great job tonight explaining that tonight, Mrs. Alicia. So I'm just here to say to y'all before I get to the DeFi verse, I'm proud of this group because we're relaunching this group, we're rebirthing, because when I look around the room, it's new faces. It's familiar faces, but some of the people in the room, when we was in other projects together, have had more accomplishments. We're turning the page, and I'm gonna just tell you a quick story. I was in the beauty industry for 26 years. Do anybody know what industry how much that industry generates in a year before COVID? It's $1 billion industry. I did high 5 figures to 6 figures in $1 billion industry, right? Now, while I was doing $1 billion industry, because I worked diligently and took a part-time opportunity in travel, do you know how much that was before COVID? 6.6 trillion a year. So let me say something. So I had $1 billion making high 5 figures to 6 figures. I'm working that 26 years. I got into the network marketing industry. I worked at the first 14 years was part-time while I was still in the salon. While I was doing the part-time, I grew a 6-figure income behind the chair. You know why? Because I came to Louisville and I came to Detroit and I went to Atlanta. I got out of my comfort zone. But in those two industries, I was able to do a 6-figure income. So do you think I learned something from going from $1 billion industry and then $1 trillion industry a year? Do you know what this industry is a day? 6.6 trillion a day instead of a year. What do you think I'm getting ready to do now?
Not here.
And it's not from all my power. It's because of people like you who want it. We get to spread the news. We get to be a tattletale. Ooh, they making money. We get to play kids game again. You in?
Yeah, that's right.
That's what we're doing right now. We're saying you're it to get apprentice. We're saying you're it getting 500 a month. Ain't that right, Miss Diane?
Hey, come on.
And she can tell her story later. We're saying you're it for people making now. We're not just throwing out money claim because we just started. This hasn't been a year yet that we launching this. If you think about it, we're launching with a stable company that is booming overseas. You know why? Because they're open and they don't let the U.S. money control their income anymore. People are outgrowing the dollar while we get inflated.
Yeah.
See, they run to what we run away from. Watch this. A young lady said from Bolivia on a call, the average monthly income is $300 a month. She said 300 to 500, and they still join it at 149.
Yeah. Right.
Over here, we can't do that. But you put that in your gas tank.
Right.
And then what are you doing after that? And then it's not even a write-off. So before I just had to give y'all a little something
Yes,
while
sir.
I'm here in town, because I'm going tomorrow. My son's birthday tomorrow. I gotta get back. That's my due. But DeFi, let me break down crypto how I'm understanding it. Anything that was illegal before they can tax it, was it not going against the US restrictions?
That's right.
Right? If you really think about it, then they let some people out of jail because they had a certain industry that they said was the devil and was causing all this pain and all this stuff in people's industries, right? Why is it legal now? Why? Because they can tax you on it.
That's it. That's it.
Then they used to have moonshine.
Yeah.
Everybody family had moonshine going up and down roads. They can tax you on liquor, can't they?
Right. And you got
What?
bars on every corner.
Think about that. So they can't control crypto because it's so transparent on the blockchain. And the same people that said, it's not my words, I have videos. Jamie Dimon of Chase. I don't care if you hear this video, or whatever. Jamie Dimon of Chase. Y'all don't know who he is. He controls what goes on in a lot of campaigns because he's the president or CEO of JP Morgan Chase. He said, if anybody I found working in this industry or invest in this industry, I'm firing them on the spot. It's a scam. Guess what happened with BlackRock? Look these up, write them down, guess. You can look it up yourself. BlackRock is the largest asset company in the world, worth trillions of dollars. But what age group is that? Almost retirement. Do you think they want to try to learn something on their phone?
Not really. No.
So if they demonize it, can't they control it?
Yeah.
So you gotta understand where we're going with money. So all they're saying with crypto is that they're building infrastructure that the US can't control. If you look up BRICS. And so now we get problems with brokers over here. And so people are starting to not do business with the US, but over there they're making money. They're making money. So we're finding ways, like I just found out, Mr. Edwin Haynes called me. We've been going back and forth, finding brokers. Everybody go to your CoinZone. Go to your CoinZone. He said, Guilty, I got it. He's so excited. He's in Trinidad calling me because we've been going back and forth doing research with 3 other companies. We had a company, they discontinued their business in the US. We had to get VPNs. That means it looked like we in London or somewhere. They like, all right, prove your address in London. Can't do it. I ain't going to jail to prove this right. So we had to find something in the US. So we found CoinZone what we had already. They just did this infrastructure. You're not going to tell me I missed that. It was like right in my face. And then he just found, we've been going back and forth. So anyway, everybody, it's limited of how many coins of the ideas, but it has enough for us to make. I had $6.82 in that one because I wasn't investing in there. $6.82. I sent it to Mr. Edwin Haynes. And I just jumped in the trade just to see. I made 77 cents. I said, hell yeah. Y'all ain't happy about my 77 cents. I'm happy about my daggone 77 cents. I had $6.82 and it went up.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? So guess what? Click in order. We have copy in place, click in order. Finance? While you working your job, while you saving your money, the money I was making back then, I was talking to my man today, we ain't saying no name. That the money I was making in that instance, I don't want to throw out how much I was making. Put it like this. I thought, nigga, we made it. Y'all hear that? And we made it. Remember that song?
Yeah.
Man, it 6 figures a year, high 6 figures. I was in a certain bracket. But when COVID happened, I didn't have no investments. I was cash. I had cash though. I thought I was straight until it opened back up. What we're saying now is we're not experts, not perfect. We're just going to be more present. And now I don't want you to say we're going to have you to be financially literate. We just want you to be more aware. We want you to know you can make $1 to $10 to $100, just one aspect. Then we're going to show you how, if you have stocks, how to utilize that stock and come in the back door. How many people can make money off of being the same consumer? Let me give you an example. What's your name, Mr. Williams? What's one of your favorite stores you go into that you think got a ticker? Do you like ESPN, Walt Disney, ESPN? You watch ESPN? You're not a big sports person? So I ain't gonna ask about DraftKings then. DraftKings. What about, you ever buy somebody that gives from Bath and Body Works? Look at the ticket. So imagine going to Bath and Body Works and stock options. You just went and bought somebody something, right? You can go and get your money back.
Yeah.
They can show you how to get in there, put the ticker up, place some money in there, and you get in at the right time and you get your money back. That's what other people are doing. They don't want to show us this in our community. I'm glad we locked down because we're gonna go from here to here to Lord knows.
Come on.
All right. So crypto. So just so I mentioned that because I just went into a guilty, jumped
Come
off.
on, yeah.
I just jumped off that thing right there. I jumped off the thing. Now crypto is just so you understand. You can't stop it.
Yeah.
You can't stop it where you want to. Now, how many people try to stop direct deposit? How many people said I'm not putting money in cash yet?
That's right.
How many people said I ain't doing nothing with this wallet on my phone?
No.
How many people said I want my check going straight? I'm going to the bank with a paper check. How many people doing that right now? You can't tell them what to do when they're in control. They can't tell them what to do. They're in control. That's crypto. We're gonna show you how to get what coin you want and what it really is. Why Bitcoin is going up. They're looking at coins that helps the infrastructure underneath the second layers, third layers, all the different layers that's helping the infrastructure. While everybody's jumping on top, it's like buying a stock. So if somebody bought some Amazon today, they're getting on it because it's going up. You just putting money on top of money, you get a fragment. Unless you can buy a whole stock, it's a fragment, right? They're gonna hit you with the other coins, not Bitcoin, that's supporting the infrastructure of Bitcoin. Do y'all know right here, and I'm gonna be finished. I'm studying. Y'all know how a lot of certain communities love dogs. What is Dogecoin? Elon's was what? His dog. Do you know they got coins and meme coins now? People are making millions of dollars over cats. They got cat GPT. Cat GPT. You think I'm playing? And what the educators tell you, listen, you don't have to buy the stock long term. It's called staking. You can jump in while other coins are moving and jump in and get out, just like stock options. That's what they're showing us. They're just showing us another way how to put the money in our pockets. And we finally can spread a message of saying, hey, listen, bro, listen, young lady, listen, ma'am, I'm not trying to tell you to join this pyramid. I'm inviting you to show you how to be more aware of your own finances.
Yes.
That's it. Now you either gonna sit back and see how much inflation is gonna attack your pocket.
Yeah.
I want to deflate I want to deflate people's pocket. Think about it. I just thought about that, didn't I?
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Yeah. Why he visionary? Why he 33? Did he get? He lived up to it, right?
Yes.
We haven't known this forever. You see how he rolled off that information? You think we've been in this for years? No, we have not. But we know enough right now that we tapping on this and we sharing freedom. And like you said, we're doing the clusters. This is why we going from city to city, just a few. Our mission is to impact a million. But it's gonna be one at a time. Thank you, Mr. Guilty. I appreciate you, sir. Now, this is another way that people are earning income. You hear how passionate he was about that, right? We're sharing this with other people. We're sharing this with other people on purpose so that they can become financially aware and tap into the solutions that he was referring to. Now, you can come into this business, well, this is now, you're set up as a business. Before, you were just a student, and that's fine. You don't have to share with anybody else. But once you want to pursue this as a business, and again, that's 4% of the population. The 1% are the investors, the 4% are business owners. We're showing you how you can do both here. Now, this is a system that can work in spite of you. And I'm gonna show you how, because that's a true business. Not one that you have to necessarily show up for. Like, I thought I had a business, thought I was a business owner, but I had to be present. And that's, I don't want that. I don't want to have to be present for every dollar that I earn. Somebody can come in here, can share this business with 3 other people. You see right here, let's go to Influencer 900. You can share this with only 3 people, but you see you have 20 people, actually 40. It's 20 on the left and 20 on the right. You have 40 people that's connected to you. You only personally share this with 3 people. And when you do, guess what? $225 every week. You don't even know all the rest of these people, but it's working for you. And now, since you're running this as a business, what he was talking about, the tax laws. So I go out and I purchase this laptop. Business, it's a write-off, right? I have a home-based business. My mortgage, or percentage of that, according to your square footage, is a tax write-off. My bills, my cable, everything that I need to run my light and gas that I would have to use anyway. Now a portion that is a tax write-off because I have this business myself, right? My internet. When I go out to dinner, I am the business. I'm always talking business. Those are now, all right, I am a walking write-off. No matter when I'm traveling, guess what? My airfare, all of that is now a business expense because I have, $149 business,
Right.
$99 every 4 weeks, and I get to write off all of that stuff on top of make the money that we just talked. On top of make money for sharing this with other people. How in the world is that a scheme?
On Facebook and
Come on, you do it naturally. You'll do it for somebody else's business
For free.
and then I ask you, well, hey, you know what? We don't even ask people anymore. We just tell people, copy and paste, copy and place. Guess what? Because when you get your own proof of concept, you're gonna be able to shut up. When you make $5, you're gonna have to. You make $20. You might just be walking down the street, make $20, and you go, ma'am, you see what you might not even know them, but you gotta tell somebody I just made $20 for my phone. And as you do that, now look, as people start to join, the company's gonna pay you $50 for them joining, right? And then you can start getting weekly income. And I just said it's $150 to join, right? One-time investment. 3 people, boom, you done already got that back. And at minimum, 3 people, that's $25 a week. Okay, if you're concerned about the $99, they'll share with 3 other people, and it's covered. That's what we're doing. Now let's look at this. I just showed you that. Say you're making $500, right? From that, $150 from that, and all of this from stock options, Forex, and crypto. It's a $650 from the business. This is let's say this is $500 a month. We ain't even gonna over sensationalize. Another $500 from stock option. Would you take this from your phone?
Yeah, for sure.
How many people can you think about that you know?
Right.
Right? Yeah, this is working. I'm actually going to bring who introduced me from the beginning, Miss Deanna. She's in Atlanta. I'm gonna bring her back to the line. Miss Deanna and Miss DJ. Hello. Thank you for being on the line tonight. Thank you for opening up. And basically, if I call you, she's like, I got you, right? Miss Deanna, tell the people what was this like? What was your process? And how did the leadership help you in gaining this additional income? Miss Deanna is a mom of 2, right? And so this is going to help her household. What is this doing for you, Miss Deanna?
It absolutely will help my household because
You have
those.
to turn it up over there.
Oh,
Oh,
you said turn it up.
can you hear me?
Oh, it's up. See you later.
All right. Can you hear me?
Yeah. She may be able to put it on my phone real quick.
Dun dun dun.
You can keep going, because I'm sure the people on Zoom can hear you.
Oh, well, yes,
Yeah, she's-
yes. Everybody on Zoom can hear me. All right. Well, can
Can you hear? her? Oh,
you
you
hear me
okay.
Yeah,
now?
I know, it was just on not too long ago.
My mic sounds nice.
Okay. You want to play?
I'll hear you.
No, you don't hear anything?
There you go.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Awesome sauce. All right. So, Coach Lee, I was saying, yes, it absolutely will help my household. My sons are 8 and 9, and they are growing. And boys like to eat, as you know. And so it's definitely helping my household. Going into becoming an influencer 500, I can absolutely say that it's been a journey. One that did not start even a month or even a year from now. It's been a process of getting to know who I am, and getting to know who I am connected with as well. Because it's also a trust factor in that, to where you have to let go and say, hey, I'm not going to do this, or I can't do this on my own. I need help. I need guidance. I need mentorship. And I need my tribe. I need the love. I need the protection, in order for us to grow and to do better. And so we are really, truly doing life together. And it shows through our building, because when you have something as amazing as this, you want to share it, but you don't know how to share it, to where you have the effective communication with others. And as you guys see, Mr. G has effective communication with everyone, because he knows how to walk into a room and just fill the room, and just say exactly what needs to be said. And he does that on an individual level. He did that for me when we were going through our goals. We were setting up our goals for the next month. And I will never forget it because it was the end of April. And I told my goals to Mr. G, and he was like, he got silent. And I was like, oh man, he's going to give it to me. And he did. And so what he did is he challenged me to actually believe in what I wanted, and to actually live out the lifestyle that I want to have, and to not only do the work, but to believe in the work, believe in myself, believe in trusting God, or the creator, of us all, and to believe in the tribe and just know that we have each other's back. So it's been an amazing experience. My belief level is on an all-time high. Although I have been connected with you all for quite some time, it has taken time to just know that this is where I'm supposed to be. Well, I knew this is where I was supposed to be, but just to see it come to fruition has taken a while. And so I'm excited for what is to come. And it's just on to bigger and better things as we stay connected. Uh-oh, we can't hear you, Coach Lee.
So I'm gonna do a repeat. We are bringing Miss Diane Austin to the front of the room here in Louisville. We have somebody who's hit. Come on down, Miss Diane.
Right, congratulations.
Okay, so over here with me, we gotta be coachable. So, dear Miss Diane, what was that in hitting influencer?
About
What was that process?
What was that process like for you in hitting Influencer 500?
It was unbelievable. I mean, you told me one day that I had one more person to get. But I had to get that one person that night. So I'm like, well, I did it anyway, but I did it because you said to do it, so. And it was hard that day to reach that person, but, I called you and told you I couldn't reach that person. And that wasn't the end of it. You said, okay, do it tonight, and it was getting late. And in spite of all of that opposition, whatever, it worked out. I called my person and we got her on the line and we did a three-way that night, and at like 1:30 in the morning or something like that, we signed her up, and that was my one person that I needed, and I've been the rank that I am ever since then.
Now, have you, and backstory with that was completely out of her comfort zone. When she actually got on the line, she saw the information, she heard it, it connected with her. And so as she pushed through though, because a lot of times in those situations, you can think, okay, well, these people are, well, it's all of these things that go through your mind. When anything that you're doing in life and you wanting to hit different personal goals in life, there's going to be opposition, but the main opposition is fear, right? And it seems real until you push through. And so she actually has, I think, 4 people who you brought in personally, into this organization. But again, she was able to tap into, it's 20 people total. And she is getting a weekly paycheck from this. Have you done this in any other project that you've been?
No. Absolutely not.
Okay. Thank you. You can't go to what she is. She's taking up to them. Yeah. I appreciate you. And that's all it takes. And why I wanted to bring up Miss Diane to show that it does take being comfortable. And yes, we know that you are adults, right? And you probably that go-to person within your family, within your circle, because that's who we attract. And so when you come over here and people are like, well, what's the most challenging thing? You gotta get out of your own way. You are the most challenging thing, right? Because you're like, I got this. But guess what? We have the experience. We're not knocking your gifts and talents, but why wouldn't you partner with somebody who's doing what you want to do? Why wouldn't you partner with Mr. Guilty and all the information and all the knowledge and the experience that he's had, not just in this industry, but in multiple industries, and have seen success? We're not guessing at this, right? We got this down and it's impacting people. So I'm gonna keep on going. Look at this, y'all. This is the accomplishments for me personally. And this has been project after project after project. No matter where we have been, I have hit leadership ranks with him. I remember when we first started working together, what I was able to accomplish in like 7 or 8 months, 30 days, collapse time frames. Did I like every moment of it? No, because I have a very strong personality as well. But if he has and knows the things that I want to accomplish, then guess what? It's just pride and get that out the way for your freedom. Can you get your pride and your ego and your feelings out the way for your freedom? Everything might not go exactly how. So what? It don't at your job, but you still show up. And if you don't like that one, well, they say, well, I tried one before and it didn't work out. Well, you tried some. How many jobs did you try in the past that didn't work out, but you're applying and putting in another application? You at work putting in another application. You don't like where you are, but you're putting in another application to go somewhere else. And once you get there, you probably ain't gonna like that either.
Thanks.
That's so man. Come on now. And we have your freedom.
Wow.
Wow.
We're deep now.
Right. In addition to all of that, y'all, he's the visionary of these different subjects. So we have the Living Legacy ladies. These are the ladies who Miss Diane represents that, the Living Legacy ladies. We call them L3. So they're close to retirement, in retirement age, And a lot of times, I don't know, my kids anyway, they look at adults, me, like, I don't know how to do nothing with technology. Like, I'm just so outdated. So how do you think the world looks at retirement age? But these ladies, they're coming in here and they are showing that guess what? Life is just starting for us. We are not going to be denied. They are mastering these charts. They are mastering these stock options. And what I love about this group of women is because a lot of times they're the matriarchs. So as they're getting this information, they get to speak to all the generations, right? The big mamas. You know how powerful that is for our community? And what if Big Mama passed this down when we were younger? That's what we have the opportunity to do. That's what the L3 ladies are doing. Then you have the leading ladies lifestyle, right? There's a women who are single and married. They don't have children, but they still have major responsibilities. And a lot of times they going in and they holding up the shield and they filling in the gaps for everybody else in the family because they feel like they ain't got nothing to do just because they ain't got kids. Lies. That was me till I was 30. I had children late in life. Well, since you ain't doing nothing, since who? Even if I'm just sitting in my home on my phone, I don't mean I want to do what you want me to do, right? Miss Lakeisha, she represents leading ladies. Then we also have the CEO Mom Lifestyle, which I represent mothers who are single or married, right? And we all come together in camaraderie. We have these different sub tribes. CEO Moms, we focus on getting ourselves back because a lot of times when you have children, like you just point to your kids, and that was me in the beginning. I had really let go of me for my children because I just focused on I wanted to be the best mother. I didn't think about being the best me. I just want to be the best mother. But how can I be the best mother if I'm not the best me? And so I was running on fumes, and you still smiling like it. I mean, it wasn't horrible, but it wasn't great either because I had lost who I was. Right, but now guess what? No, I set boundaries even with my children. You think I'm not gonna let you treat me that way just because you my child? Because there was somebody on the street, hey, they see all of this finger. No, So we've taught boundaries and how to, get us back, put us first. I'm not pouring from an empty cup. I'm not gonna do it. So I'm gonna reintroduce myself to the world of who I am now and the boundaries that I have set in life. And if you don't like it, guess what? You can on for the next, right? We also have a few good men. Now, I love this A Few Good Men because it's nothing like seeing the men get together and have that camaraderie, have that safe space where they can be transparent. A lot of times they host, Mr. Guilty hosts that on Sunday nights. And ladies, we hold it down. But when the men get on there, it's just different. It's powerful to see them come together and seeing how they're getting over their own hangups. And they feel like, okay, I can share that here and I can get better because men can have egos. So to see the men to put their egos down, to come together, to build each other up, to tap into this financial awareness, right? And they're leading their homes. It's a powerful space that you all really need to see. And so we actually have a few good with Mr. Lanny that's represented. Come on to the front, Mr. Lanny. So, right, exactly. Mr. Lanny,
Yes.
you have really been collaborating here recently with Mr. Guilty. Mr. Guilty is forming statesmen in different cities across the U.S. You have Mr. Lanny that's represented. You have Mr. Jason Hodge. You have Mr. Wardell. I don't want to start naming names. I don't forget somebody. Mr. Brooks. It's the men are just pulling together. What is it like for you to now be tapping into Mr. Guilty and getting that guidance as well and mentorship from you?
And phenomenal for me because from where I remember I was when I first came here, I was my own self, you know what I'm saying? And now coming under his leadership, being able to humble myself and to allow him to coach me, teach me, it's been phenomenal. I've seen so much growth in my mindset, the way I think now. It's like now when I go out, I'm not afraid to talk to nobody, you know what I'm saying? Where I used to be a private guy, I wouldn't talk to you. I didn't like people per se. I'm being real with that. But now it's like what I took from them, now I'm ready to give back. And that's a big difference. And he done allowed that by me, humbling myself to him and learning from him. I might be an older guy, but when it comes to, you know, the things of this thing here, oh my goodness, I'm learning. And that's the most valuable thing, that assets that I have within me, because whatever he puts into me, guess what? That's the value that'll come out and share it with other people. So it's been phenomenal. I'm excited.
And we can tell, thank
Thank
you,
you
Mr.
for
Lady.
having
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Next 500, what is the next 500?
Hey, yo.
What is the next 500? Next 500.
So y'all, as a group, we travel the world together. It's a write-off. We have workout challenges. We have mindset trainings that we're tapping into. Again, mind, body, spirit, living legacy. This is the investment lifestyle. Imagine making money from your job, multiplying it, investing it. What you can come in here, you can write your own paycheck. What do you want that to look like every month? Now you're traveling the world. Now it's a tax write-off. You're getting yourself back. You becoming your most authentic self unapologetically. Like I told you before, $100, $99 every 2 weeks. If you just want to focus on that DeFi was talking about with the crypto, you don't have to tap into the stock options and the Forex and all of that. You can just focus on this crypto with the DeFi and that by itself is $149, and then again, $99 every single week. If you want it in addition to everything that we talked about, then it's $69 initially, and it's $69 every 4 weeks. Mr. Guilty, I'm gonna actually bring you back up here to talk to the people.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Miss Alicia. Give it up for her. I like y'all blanking a little bit.
No, somewhat.
You know, no, I'm not gonna be before long because we did been in state go a little longer. We want to keep everybody, but I'm just gonna say welcome, and this is not a convincing opportunity. It's you gotta allow us in. We're not intrusive. I just know that I'm getting ready to get more out of my comfort zone. And now that I have a different household, you know, it's you have to navigate. Now I'm a dad of certain times of the month. So I try to really focus on being more present, because that's the last one. That's my baby boy. And for him to turn 17, like my oldest son is 29, then we have 26 and 17. Yeah, it's a gap, y'all. None of y'all business. But that's my dude, man. So a lot of times, while I focus on the few good men or us being to come out of ourselves, the oldest boys play basketball too, but I never made a game or practice. I was cutting 15 to 25 hairs a day at the salon. I paid for them. I paid for them to go. I missed the games, and I remember my oldest hit a 3 to take them in the playoffs in the overtime, and I was behind the chair.
Wow.
So that was one of my focuses. So Bryce, Malin, and I love that the brothers, they jealous, but they're not envious. And they tell them, man, boy, I didn't miss practice. When my income part-time went to 6 figures, I went to every practice. They got tired of me. I went to every game. Unless I was out of town, I was assistant coaching, and still to this day, and I still remember, I miss my oldest son. And that's why we welcome you in to just share the life in us. I missed that. The first time Bryce lost in a championship, he's crying on the court, and he just looked up and he saw me. Man, I don't know what that'll make you feel. I ain't trying to pull on you for emotional strings, because I still see his little face that he was like this tall. Now he's my height. And every time he look in the stadium, he sees his dad. So I thank you for all coming out. Thank you for who you are. Thank all of the guests for coming in and filming. We are just sparking it. This is not even really an official meeting. This is a pre-launch, a great meet. We're getting ready to have one on Friday, similar to this. We're going to be in the bowling alley. So we're going to get the fly out. Then on the 18th, North Carolina, another pre-launch. Like we're underground. We're moving. And Milwaukee, Miss Alicia's going to Milwaukee we just being real quiet on the ground right now. We're just being real quiet. We're going to let our actions speak louder than our words. And I got a big mouth. Boom, boom.
Whoa, thank you, Mr. Jimmy.
Welcome.
Thank you, everyone that is on the Zoom. Get back to the person who invited you on tonight. Get all of your questions answered. I'll go ahead and welcome you in. It has been a privilege and an honor tonight, forever and always.